Okay, welcome to What's Up and About. Quite a number of things are trending, which we would like to mention. Mark Angel, trending. At one time, I remember when a number of executive programs or something, or executive trainings would look at YouTubers in Africa and all of that, and he was always ranked for maybe for a period of 5 to 7 years
Top
as
5.
the highest. Yeah, in fact, at one
Top
point,
earners.
top
Yeah.
earners for YouTube in Nigeria. In
YouTubers,
fact,
yeah.
it was all up until recently that a number of movements, especially religious movements, started taking over because of their lives and all of
Yeah.
that, which is, the revenue generating platform is really, really doing a lot when it comes here. So, but then yesterday everybody was like, wow, when he mentioned that he lost $3.7 million
Wow.
Dollars, oh.
Yes.
in Forex.
Wow.
And it's like, you get money like this. Like, we don't say YouTube they pay, but yeah, they pay like this.
Yeah.
So that question really came up based off on, allegations that his former team members came up and said that they, say, they were receiving $200,000 a month. That was from the other guy that was with him, which of course is very, if compared to what a channel like that with millions of followers would make, and so the question arose: is he saying this because he's trying to, is it
Gain
is he
empathy.
trying to justify what happened, or is he trying to
Gain
gain some
Empathy.
PT and all of that and all of that? So that has been going around, and I'm like 3.7 in Forex, and then some people who do Forex say that it's not like that. There's a way. What happened? You can't really lose it like that. We start coming up with different angles and all of that. But then the question now came up to, how I remember seeing this Black Bones interview where he spoke about how, or they asked about his contract, and he said that, I'm not being used because I saw what I was going to sign. So, that thing, the whole thing comes up to exploitation. Are people being exploited when they are starting up? Because it seemed as though, did he exploit this particular person when they were starting up and they did not have an agreement, so there's nothing that they can hold on to at this particular point in time?
I've been in the content creating industry for a while.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that sometimes when you start speaking to your idols or people that are already big in this space, you are willing to do anything outside the money just because you want your face to be on their platform, just because you want to grow as well. Mark Angel is a brilliant business guy, and he decided to own the children's space with his content, which of course parents would love, and that gave him millions of views, and you have people that are going to be working with him, the writers, the video guys, and at the time when you're starting content, you just want to be fine at the time you're starting. But 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, when you start to hear the numbers and you're doing the maths to say, okay, 2 million views, you give me how much? 3 million views, and you now realize that, okay, this guy is making lots of money. Some smart people would say, we can tell the projection of this would go really big. What's the cut like? Some would just say, let's go with the flow. If you give us good money, cool. But again, I always think it's about the perspective of the team and how they have decided or agreed on these things. If I've said, okay, I'm going to be giving you ₦1 million and I'm making 10 billion, that is the agreement that we have, all right? So some people would say, I want you to be more open. How much are you making? But it's always about the agreement.
The agreement. But what's that?
I agree with
What if
you.
there's no agreement?
Yeah, because like you
In the
said,
case
there was
of
something
kids.
you said here that just sort of got my attention. There are a couple of things that you mentioned. One, you said as an upcomer, or let's not even just focus on the content creation space, because it happens across different industries where there's someone you idolize, you get an opportunity to work with them. You don't I think we all did free work. We all did free work. We all did free work.
Yeah.
Do you understand? In the beginning, right? But over time, it is now your level of exposure, and the network that you have built that now opens your mind to, just sort of putting terms and conditions and certain agreements in place that would also help you as a professional that you have eventually become in this field. For some people, it is now left for you to discern at the points where you are now beginning to ask for what you deserve or what you think you deserve. Because you might think you deserve it, but the person you're working with might say otherwise. I say, no, I don't think you're putting your best foot forward. So I cannot give you what you think you deserve yet. But then it is now left for you at some point in your career to know when to now demand for what you think you deserve.
But let me ask you a question.
And then if you feel that this person, and then some people will say, some of the people that you're working with say, don't worry, we'll do it. Then they'll start adding 1 naira, 2 naira, and
I want to ask a question.
You think they're doing you a favor.
The question is actually for both of you.
Yeah.
And I want you to be honest. Do you think the kids and the partners would have an issue if he wasn't making a lot of money? Do you think they'll be complaining about the 200,000?
Oh, definitely not. No, nobody. But it goes without saying that if you are profiting off my work because those kids work, you take them out of the house, you shoot with them.
They were the reasons why the content was
So
popular.
if you're not, definitely, if there's no money coming in and all of that, and I can see, and okay, we can just be doing it for fun, because most of the time, I think these things start from religious houses, and okay, it comes from there. Oh, we're going for rehearsal and all that. And hey, oh, we can do this thing. Oh, people like it. Oh, let's go. If there's no money coming in, they might just go with the flow. But once they find out, that is where there's an issue. Once they find out that you're profiting off my labor, and in some countries, developed countries, somebody could find some loopholes and you could be answering for a lot. They could tell you that you are doing child labor, you're exploiting.
Yeah, true. True.
That one can come in. Somebody can find one way and then you are doing just that. There's a lot of things we do here and it just goes on like that. Somebody could go and then you could pay a backlog in some very mild remunerations over a long period of time and tell you that you're exploiting children. It could happen.
But then again, it still comes back to education and exposure. A lot of us really do not want to do the nitty-gritties to get the knowledge that you need to sort of equip yourself at some point where you now begin to demand for certain things. Because as you grow older, there are certain things that you've earned, you know, but if you have the knowledge, you know how to go about it, you know how to now begin to demand for it. And then for some people, when they see that, or when they get to the point where they feel that they need a legal representation, they now go, by the time you now pay lawyer will collect like some chunk of the money. What will now be left for me?
It's just like insurance. You hear people say, I don't really need an insurance, my car insurance. I know how to drive. I'm always very careful.
Do you understand? So at the end of the day, even we are exploiting ourselves. Even we are exploiting ourselves. So it still comes down to, getting the necessary information and knowledge and just
to also talk about the money that he lost. These guys make a lot of money. And sometimes when you're investing, you think about it, you've bought like 4 houses, you have land everywhere. You've bought you have like 2-3 companies, and you're like, what else? Okay, crypto, Forex. Let me just put in my money somewhere.
Yeah, but then somebody said that Nigeria has a numbers problem when it comes to the kind of monies that we talk about. $3.7 million. Burna Boy tomorrow will come and say,
to be honest, think about it.
$16 million.
Don Jazzy last year.
I'm not saying that these guys are not making
Don
this.
Jazzy
it seems like
they make a lot of money. Like Don Jazzy last year
was very exaggerated, but I understand that they make this sort of money.
Don Jazzy last year gave Very Dark Man about 150 million or something.
Yeah, talking about Very Dark Man.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just giving an example.
$80 million naira got missing from his.
So imagine, these are figures now. These are figures.
He was pranky.
He said it was pranked.
He used tests to test people whether they mumu. All kinds of when you pay for it. It's a prank.
I play.
We need to do better this year. This year, let's sharpen our edges. Nobody should come and do us. The more you see, the less you understand. And on that note, we need to go on a quick break. The show continues, people. Stay with us.